Salute to everybody out there, man. I hope y'all had a blessed week. You know what I'm saying? We almost there. We at the end. One more day. You know what I'm saying? Keep grinding. You feel me? That's what it's about. I hope everybody and their families been blessed, safe. You know what I'm saying? Good health. That's important. You know what I mean? I know it's been a minute since y'all seen my face, heard my voice, but you know, I'm always here. I'm always listening, watching in the background. I'm around. You feel what I'm saying? Just been, putting in work. I coach my son's 8th grade basketball team, so I'm an assistant coach, so I'm helping out with that. I'm training and doing a lot of different things. So, just and working at the same time and being a family man, a father, all those things. So just been busy. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm always listening and watching it. You know what I'm saying? I hear and see everything. So, but like, share, subscribe, man, at your own leisure. But the NBA is a shell of itself. Just period, point blank. Like, you know what I'm saying? The NBA is nothing. It's not even recognizable anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that we have to even speak on this topic, but I mean, I don't recognize it. It doesn't look like the game that I grew up, you know what I'm saying, admiring, idolizing, even though we should never idolize anything, but enjoying, watching. You know what I'm saying? Had deep aspirations to participate in one day, but, that didn't come to fruition. But the NBA is trash. It's just a ton of actors at this point. It's a reality show. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's really hard to watch the games. And you know how, your girl or, one of your family members, your sister, cousin, whatever, they turn on a reality show if they like doing the dishes or they're washing clothes or they're cleaning up, and they just turn on a reality show just so they can have background noise. It's the same with the NBA. We just turn on the NBA just so we can have background noise. It's hard to really get invested in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? The other night they put the Lakers on national televised game against San Antonio Spurs, and what happened? Nobody played for the Lakers. Who wants to watch a game? You can't redo the schedule and put a different team on, you know what I'm saying, based on the talent that's going to be available to play in that game. Who wanted to watch just a blowout or a game that just wasn't going to be competitive like that? And then the Spurs turn around and play the Warriors. That's a starless Warrior team with no stars on their team. And they were struggling against the starless Warriors. But then you mean to tell me you can blow out a Lakers team, you know what I'm saying, in their home building with no stars, but then you can't beat a Warrior team with no stars? It doesn't make any sense. And they were fully healthy, and you didn't have to travel that far. You went from Southern California, which is like a 7.5, 7, 8 hour drive. You know what I'm saying? And if you got on a flight, it's less than that. Maybe like 20 minutes, 45 minutes. 20-minute flight. You know what I'm saying? From SoCal to the town. So it's just bad. You know what I mean? And they struggled because a team played down to the level of competition. See, back in the day, it was competition all across the board. You feel me? It was competition all across the board. They competed. Because every team had a really good players on their team. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it was. Are we your first one? I don't really know what, you know what I'm saying, what you mean when you say are we your first one? I don't get it. Bruce, what's good with it, bro? Yeah, all the other people, salute to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hello, my day is fine. Thank you for asking. How was your day? I hope it's blessed. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? But back in the day, you had a Bulls going up against the team that they're supposed to beat, and they'll blow them out. Like, if you're supposed to beat a team that's lesser than you, then just blow them out. Now, if you're going up against a really good team, then you have to have game plans and you have to compete. You know what I'm saying? But for teams that's not even trying to win, that's still competing with the elite teams and the upper echelon teams, how does that happen? That doesn't even make any sense to me. That's why I say the betting has ruined the game. The sports betting and the contracts and the load management has ruined the game. See, back then you played for the love of the game because you wanted to compete. You wanted to see how you measured up against the best of the best. Now it's a little different. You don't really care about measuring up against the best of the best because you already know that the game is going to go a certain way based on the amount of bets that's being placed and the wagers that's being placed on a certain team or a prop in that game, which is a player, you know what I'm saying? A certain amount of field goals attempted. See, everything is sort of orchestrated now. Nothing is organic. It's not natural. It's like processed foods. Like, you know what I'm saying? In order to get a longer shelf life for the foods, they just put all these chemicals inside the food. So now, instead of because real food expires within days. But now, with this inorganic ass shit, this shit don't expire for months. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that's not real. How can that be good for you if you're ingesting that and putting that in your body? Your body is not made to digest chemicals. Your body is made, you know what I'm saying, to work and function off of real food. You know what I mean? That's why you need potassium, magnesium. You need all these iron. You know what I'm saying? You need all of these different things for your body to function at its optimal level so you can avoid from being sick. You know what I'm saying? It's the same with the NBA. For the NBA to function at its optimal needs, personnel, staff, front office. So it needs to really be gutted from the inside out. So just like when we say with our sports teams, like when the Raiders and you got the Cowboys that haven't won, it needs to be gutted from the front office. Anything that's toxic, if it's a cancer, a tumor, you need to check it out and see why is it causing those problems. So Adam Silver is one that really hasn't took this game and put it in the best hands possible. It's like it's so unrecognizable that it starts with the head of the organization. Adam Silver isn't doing anything. Adam Silver isn't doing to make sure that the game actually gets its competitive edge back. You feel me? That you're really marketing teams, that there's the proper head coaches and personnel, that the teams are actually conducting practices daily. It just doesn't even make sense. Teams don't even practice anymore. So now when they're coming out, for sure, I got you, T Prizzle. Make sure I go follow All Head Podcast and subscribe to his channel. T Prizzle, salute to my guy, man. Hey, the lights ain't on, you know what I'm saying? That is what it is, but it's just, it's weird. It's weird as shit. Teams don't even conduct practices anymore. So when it's time to go play these games, don't even practice. You can tell that teams don't even watch film. You can literally tell that. In any sports you play, film is a big part of your development. It's a big part of how you scheme and game plan for other opponents. But now, bro, this shit, right. Facts. But now this shit is a shit show. It's a circus. They're all actors. All of them are actors. They come out each and every night and they put on for the cameras. They don't try to win a game. They just put on. So it's a spectacle. It's an arena, bro. And it's sad, bro, because it's like, I know what the game is supposed to look like. I know how the game is supposed to be approached. I know how it's supposed to be played. Even in junior high, in the junior high school, I can tell that players want to play basketball for the spectacle, for the theatrics, but they really don't like basketball. You know what I'm saying? They're really not real basketball players, but they want to play based off of the attention that it might bring them. Same thing with everything is based off a highlight. Let me make a highlight play. You know what I mean? I'm not going to make the right play. I'm not going to make a hustle play. Let me make a highlight play. And then I'll get my likes up. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, because all of these players have social media. They all have a brand of some sort, which they're trying to get more followers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the age that we live in. Everything is about likes. Everything is about clickbait. Everything is about clout chasing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I want people to, and a lot of them things, it's not even natural. Like, because somebody could be like, bro, I know you in real life, though. So you saying all these different things on your channel, but I know you in this shit. Everything is a facade, bro. But in order to get back to some normalcy, it just has to be gutted at the top. And those days are coming. Commissioner Adam Silver has been in charge long enough. His days are coming, bro, because he's losing the, like, you know what I'm saying? He's losing the supporters. That's why he's trying to take everything abroad, because over here in the States, we don't really fuck with him like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're not really fucking with the game like that, because the teams are tanking, they're losing, they can barely win. How are you a team that was in the NBA Finals with NBA Finals head coaches and you can barely win 2 games? Like, that doesn't even, how does that, like, you're missing Tyrese Halliburton. So you mean to tell me Tyrese Halliburton is better than Michael Jordan? Think about what I'm saying. They're missing Obi Toppin, but still, they still have enough talent that they should still be able to win these games. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why is this team so weak? So this is what I'm saying. Salute, deal with it. So when it's time to do the lottery, don't be surprised if the Indiana Pacers get the #1 overall pick. Think about it. Why else would you lose all these games and not be competitive? You still got Ryan Nembhard, TJ McConnell, Aaron Nesmith. You know what I'm saying? You still got players that helped you get to the finals. Pascal Siakam, who was voted to another All-Star game, even though his team has been straight terrible. It just doesn't even, Real T was good with it. It just don't even make any sense, bro. Watch they get the #1 pick. It's weird. It's the weirdest shit ever. It makes it so non-entertaining, because how does the Washington Wizards go into Detroit and beat Detroit? And the Washington Wizards not even trying to win. You can tell certain teams, they do the dumbest shit on the court, and you be like, I know you know better than doing that. I know you know better. You know what I'm saying? It's just, the shit, it's just weird, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? In the internet, this world, everything in this world, to be honest with you, is just all like, it's a lie, bro. It's just, it's weird shit going on around you. Like, y'all have to really open your eyes and pay attention. Everything you see on the news. And then they put all of these entertainers. Malcolm X said it. They make all of these entertainers and comedians and all. Those are your politicians and your stars. Those are your gods. And the people idolize these people. They have a huge following. Like, it's crazy. It's just like, really? Like, come on, bro. It's like, when did they become one to speak for the people? You get what I'm saying? These actors and actresses, And then when you turn on these sports shows, it's no real sports talk anymore. Everything is always centered around certain people or certain teams. There's no real basketball talk. They don't talk X's and O's. You know what I'm saying? They don't really even talk all that stuff. They just talk about people's contracts. That's it. They just talk about people's contracts. Young D, what's happening with it? Young Disciple, YD, what's good with you? Boy, I ain't seen you or heard from you in a long time, bro, because I ain't been on, I've been missing BJ's this last couple streams. I don't know if you've been on or not, but salute to you, bro. Hope everything, you know what I'm saying, is on the up and up. But yeah, it's just like, bro, really? Like, come on now. And then they bring this Epstein shit up. Like, this shit is weird. All this shit is connected to the sports world. All of it. Because the actors and actresses and the comedians, all of them tie into each other. You know what I'm saying? The sports arenas is tied in, you know what I'm saying, to the politicians, and politicians is tied in to the actors and actresses, and vice versa. So all of them are tied into one another. You know what I'm saying? It's like none of this shit is new that they release these files that probably should have been public record a long time ago. Like, why all of a sudden are these files released now? We already know the major politicians in the game are on it. We've seen the original documentary. Well, I did. When they first unleashed the documentary, we seen the Donald Trumps and the Bill Clintons, you know what I'm saying, and all these other people on that island around those young people. But you still elected Donald Trump as president twice after him being a convicted felon at that? How? That doesn't even make any sense. How? It's a game. That's why. All of it's a game. Adam Silver knows damn well his referees are point shaving these games. His players are still point shaving. And I'm talking about your major players. Your major players are point shaving. Because I should be able to bet, I should be able to get rich off of the main guys. I should be able to take main guys in the NBA and they should be able to hit their point spread every night. I should be able to make $1 million a night off of your star players. If they're that good, they'll average 30 every night. You mean to tell me they can't hit 28.5 points every night? Every night. And they're playing teams that's not even trying to win. They're not even trying to compete with them. Think about that. Not even trying to compete. Why can't everyone get rich then? If that's the case, I should be able to bet tonight on one of the best teams and the point spread is like 15.5. They should be able to win by 30. Why do they only win by 8? Think about that. O-Town, what's good with it? Salute, Rap got it reloaded. I should be able to bet every night if that's the case. But when you watch the games, the referees control the games. How many referees are actually betting and trying to earn money on the side outside of their game checks? Because referees don't really make that much money. That's why they have to show that work in finals games. See, when you get to the finals games, it's a whole different ball game. When you get to the finals, them referee, that's where they earn a little bit more paper though. You know what I'm saying? When you get chosen to the finals. But it's like, if they're supposed to be this great of officiating, right? Think about this. If their officiating is supposed to be that great, pay attention. If the officiating is supposed to be that great, when you say, oh man, he's one of the lead officials and he's one of the, more experienced officials, then why are the young officials so bad right now? Think about that. The young officials, the women included, they are messing and ruining the game. But if you got the OG officials who got all the experience, why you not teaching them to referee the right way? because you're not refereeing the right way. They're only going to do what they see. Just like children. Children are going to do exactly what they see. So if you're saying and telling them to do something, but you're not doing it, do you think they're going to do it? It makes no sense. That's why it's so much inconsistent calls on a basketball floor. Every official sees something different, or they didn't see anything at all. It's like they turn a blind eye to what's going on. And that's why you have a lot of players that have been blackballed from the league. You have a lot of players, coaches that have been, their reputations have been ruined because they call this shit out in real time. So if you're calling all this shit out, I don't understand why we can't make the proper and necessary corrections. The referee shouldn't come out every night and make the same mistakes. Just like players who play in a basketball game, if you're watching film and breaking down film, Steph Curry, you shouldn't be throwing left-handed passes to the other team every night. Wild left-hand pass. Draymond Green, you shouldn't be turning the ball. You shouldn't be kicking and slapping motherfuckers every night. If you know that's an infraction and it's wrong and it negates, momentum for your team, you feel me? And it puts you at a disadvantage, why would you continue to do the same things? Now, I could see if the team was forcing you to do these things and really making it hard for you, but like I just said, the game isn't played like that anymore. It's nothing that hard, because when we watch when something is hard, these star players look mediocre. When it's real defense on you, they look mediocre. And it's just like, oh, I thought he was that great. Y'all, is this the dude y'all pumping up? Why is this dude being able to check him like that? Oh, he don't know how to handle a double team. Oh, they're really closing that airspace. They're being super physical with this guy, and they're not bailing him out with a fake-ass call. Tony C, what's good with it? So you see what I'm saying? That's the thing. Those are the things that I'm talking about. The NBA is suffering because these athletes and so-called stars that they're, selling to everybody, they're not really that good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they talk about them as if they like the Wilt Chamberlains and the Bill Russells and the John Havliceks and the Jerry Wesses and Larry Birds and the Magics and the Jordans and the et ceteras. And it's just like, dude, y'all don't stack up against the elites like that. This is a soft era. This is an era where you can trick the refs into calling everything in your favor. You can shoot 100 free throws, you know what I'm saying? And you still complaining and not dominating the game like that, because everything is about numbers and metrics and analytics. That's it. If a team has a 3-on-2, if a team has a 4-on-2, if a team has a 2-on-1 fast break, what do you think the outcome is going to be? In today's game, it's either going to be a turnover with the advantage, or it's going to be a 3-point shot with the advantage on a fast break. That's why they run the 3-man weave. Why do you think that drill is so popular amongst basketball teams? They run a 3-man drill so you can practice how to run the break. And then they do 3-on-2 drills. Then they do 2-on-1 drills. Those are all drills predicated to help you execute during a fast break. They don't even do that anymore. Everybody spreads out to the 3-point line, and you got a 2-on-1, which becomes a 1-on-1. So that one guy is guarding the ball handler, and most of the times that ball handler is probably going to make a late pass to the wing. He's not going to kick it early in transition, so he might, with the potential to get it back. You know what I'm saying? It's a bad brand that's just being played. And the game isn't being taught the right way either. You have 1,000,000 people teaching basketball all across the internet. That's all they're doing is teaching moves. Oh, do this move in this situation. Do this move. 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 Half of those moves don't even work, and half of the times you don't have the time to execute all those different moves. There's a shot clock going on. You don't have time to dribble, go behind your back, wrap it back, bring it back hezzy, cross over again, then step back. By the time you really want to get into a move, you have a short window to execute a limited amount of moves. So you need to pay attention to how the defense is actually playing you. How is the defense guarding you? Are you attacking that top leg to where now he has to open his hips up? Now it's going to take him longer to drop and slide and move his feet. You know what I'm saying? Or are you absorbing contact and going into the body and creating that separation, using a fundamental basketball move, which is the pump fake, which DeMar DeRozan and a lot of players use that move. That's really, really effective because a lot of people was trying to be aggressive and trying to get a block or a steal because they're trying to get stats, because stats equals more money when you get these stats, because it's all built into contracts. See, it wasn't like that back in the day. See, players play for stats. They play for contracts. They rarely play to win. How many times you see players take plays off? Out of 5 possessions, I can point out 4 possessions consecutively where players are taking plays off and not doing the things that's necessary in order to create an advantage for that team in order for you to help win the ball game. Period, point blank. It's in every sport. We just seen the Super Bowl. Trash. You mean to tell me the Pats nigga waited to the last game of the season, the most important game of the season, to play your worst football? You already knew what Seattle was going to do. You didn't have no counters and no game plan for it? You mean to tell me you didn't watch no film on what Seattle likes to do? So they did a secret defense and they disguised their coverage to where you couldn't counter none of it? Makes no sense. Sitting there watching the game, I'm like, they keep running these blitzes. You don't see the nigga on the left side of the field coming up. That means you need to hot route. Once you see that they're in a blitz coverage and they're bringing that safety from the strong side and the weak side, because the left tackle is your blind spot. Normally, when you come off, you're not looking left. You're always going to look right. So that blind spot coming from this side, that left tackle, he can't block 2 people. You hot route. That's why you hot route your receiver. If the corner is there and then you got the safety lined up with the wide receiver and they're pushed all the way like 30, 40 yards, 20 to 25 yards back, you hot route that. You either slant that route or you flat. You run a post or you run a flat, something to the flats, a quick hitter. So now that means he has a ton of space to run, and all he has to do is shake one player. He can gain an additional 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 yards. That's simple. How you don't see the blitz? If you running, you know what I'm saying? If you have your running back lined up on the right side and you see the blitz coming, why don't you call and do an audible hot route, bring one of your tight ends into the backfield so now he can pick up the blitz, or just bring him on the other side of the line. You hot route him, you reposition him, you know what I'm saying, put him in motion. Now you line him up so he can take on that blitz. Now that gives you room to operate. It gives you more time to get that original playoff that you called without even hot routing it. All you got to do is just reposition and say, I'm changing you. Now, instead of you going into a route, you're going to be a blocker now. That's the way it works. They don't do any of this stuff anymore. It's just like, really? Y'all don't really, like, y'all forgot how to play the game? Like, where is the IQ and the competitive nature of the game? I love to see the other night, we had 2 brawls on the same night. Now, a lot of that could have been staged still, but I love the bad blood. A young Hornets team. I would rather watch a young Hornets team than an older veteran team with experience and talent. Give me that young, hungry team who say, fuck this script. Nigga, we playing hard. We getting up in your jersey. We fouling you hard. We talking shit. Ain't no friends. The league is a bunch of friends, bro. Like, really? Nigga, I love the Hornets, bro. I love Atlanta. I'm going to start watching Atlanta more. I love the younger team. Now I'm going to start watching Utah, Atlanta, and the Hornets, and Portland. Young teams that's hungry. They're coming. In a couple years, we're going to be talking about them and the Detroit Pistons. They coming. We're going to be talking about them as the next ones. The Suns, too. There's some good teams out there, but I'm just saying, like, it's sad, though, when we don't really get to see them compete at the highest level every night because there's a lot of money being invested on these games, so they can't really go hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because these games already have a set outcome. You get what I'm saying? If a team is favored by 13.5 and they win by 13 off a last-minute shot where he didn't even need to shoot that shot, that means the game was scripted from the beginning. It makes no sense. That makes no sense to me. But, and it's a lot of different storylines. Oh, this whole Kawhi Leonard shit is the weirdest shit ever. We've never seen anything like this. But they've been doing this shit for a long time. Why do we think that Steve Ballmer and Kawhi Leonard are the shadiest people when it comes to trying to negotiate a contract? Niggas been asking for certain shit and stipulations, nigga, when they get signed. Niggas will always try to get their bread. Think about it. It's a negotiation. When you're trying to figure out who should you sign with in the offseason, all of this shit is about negotiations and communication, bruh. That's it. No harm, no foul. Don't, nigga, the league officials and these owners and shit, nigga, they do the dirt. These league officials, nigga, they are the dirtiest ones in the game. I don't even think they are, though. I don't even think Steve Ballmer, I don't think Steve Ballmer and Kawhi Leonard are, it's nothing wrong with what they're doing. Like I say, everything is about the dollar bill now. This shit wasn't like, you didn't have these type of reports back in the day. Of course, motherfuckers wanted to make money, but motherfuckers wanted to play basketball. More importantly, the money was going to come with the talent, with the winning. Everybody was going to get paid, but now it's all based off of analytics. Back in the day, nigga, it wasn't based off of no analytics. Nigga, if your team winning, nigga, guess what? And you getting minutes, you gonna get paid. Unless they was on some bullshit with Scottie Pippen. They did Scottie Pippen wrong. Jerry Krause and them, because these owners, nigga, are selfish. They're devils, bro. Real talk. These owners are devils. But I'm trying to tell everybody, this Kawhi Leonard shit, bro, this shit is just, it's just a soap opera. Like, because what's the worst that really going, are they really going to start doing this? Because if you do this to Kawhi Leonard, then you have to investigate all of this shit for all of the players, past, future, and the present. I'm just saying, you got to investigate LeBron and all his shady shit with his agent, speaking on motherfuckers' contracts, trying to get players traded. That doesn't say that in your job title. You're not qualified, nigga, to speak on anybody else's contract. Only the players that's employed under your agency. You can't say and talk about players on other teams and none of that shit while the season is going on. You're tampering, nigga. You can't do that, bruh. But I'm saying, why would the NBA allow the shit to happen and then shoot themselves in the foot? If it's gonna get ugly, that's gonna hurt the league. Cause now you gotta investigate the Dirk Nowitzki with Mark Cuban situation. All this shit happens. Now Mark Cuban all of a sudden wants to be an owner again. But you just sold the team, so you want to own a team again? What are we doing? This is a circus, bro. This shit is it's all political. This shit is political, bruh. Think about it. If they lay down the law on Steve Ballmer is going to bring up all of the NBA's dirty little secrets. Don't you know that all of these owners and the league commissioner and, you know what I'm saying, all his staff, they all sleep in the same bed. And when I say sleep in the bed, that's a figure of speech. You don't think they all have secret meetings and dinners and luncheons, and they all are on one cahoots? It's just like the Democrats and the Republicans. They say all this nasty shit about each other in a presidential election in the races, but when it comes down to, you know what I'm saying, trying to trick the people, they're all on one team. Obama, President Bush, Obama, Donald Trump, all these motherfuckers sit at the same table. They all he and a ha with each other. You know what I'm saying? It's just all one big game. Same with the NBA. Showtime, what's good with it? Make sure y'all go follow Showtime on Point Sports, man. Hey, salute to the clip show, bro. I love what they've been doing recently. You know what I'm saying? Benny Mac out there doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? They don't even have Garland yet. And Brooke Lopez been filling in good for Zubac. You know what I'm saying? So, this nigga crazy. That nigga Showtime crazy, man. Salute to Showtime. Hey, Kawhi Leonard is the best player in the league, and it's not even close on both ends of the court. Kawhi Leonard should win an MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same year, just like Jordan did. LeBron couldn't do it. I thought they should have gave Kobe a Defensive Player of the Year and an MVP in the same year. Those are the only three players that's even capable of doing some shit like that, is Kobe, Jordan, and Kawhi Leonard. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Kawhi Leonard, and you know what? And the only thing that I ever said about Kawhi Leonard was his determination and him faking injuries. That's the only, I've never ever said nothing bad about his basketball game. I could question a lot of niggas' hoop game. I'll never ever question Kawhi Leonard's hoop game. My shit was more off the court. Did he have that mentality? But I'm starting to see now, I was trying to figure out, how did they leave the nigga out? How did they leave Kawhi Leonard out of the All-Star game, but you chose LeBron? Nigga, what? That's what I'm saying, y'all. This shit is political. Make it make sense. Kawhi Leonard is 100 times better than LeBron James on both ends of the court. The nigga is better free throw shooter than Steph Curry. You mean to tell me that the nigga shooting 50, 40, and 90 get left off of the All-Star team? I'm so glad that they added him, but I'm saying, nigga, he should have been the first motherfucker selected, to be honest with you. Salute, David. What's good with my guy, man? I always question if he was motivated, you know what I'm saying, and him faking injuries, because I never ever believed that he was ever injured, to be honest. He doesn't look like a player that's battled injuries, knee injuries like that. You can tell the niggas whose knees have been fucked up and they're trying to play their way back. Kawhi Leonard is springy. He hits the floor, he gets right back up. He's playing in transition. He's playing downhill. He's playing through physicality. I just feel like Kawhi Leonard's career had to go like this because it was all about pumping up LeBron James. See, Kawhi Leonard can do this shit for another 5 years. I'm keeping it 100 with y'all, bro. Kawhi Leonard can perform like this on both ends of the court for another 3 to 5 years, in my opinion. Because you know why? There's no LeBron James being promoted. He's on his way out. Isn't that funny how all of a sudden LeBron James is on his way out, Kawhi Leonard's game just goes like this? Shh. Think about what I'm saying. I know it's crazy to even fathom the thought, but still, think about what I'm saying, y'all. Kawhi Leonard, nigga, is on a different trajectory right now, bruh. And it's nobody in this game can stop whatever he got going on. You can say what you want about him and his Steve Ballmer and Uncle Dennis. That's not even basketball related. I'm talking about on court. That's some shit off court. A nigga always gonna try to get his paper, no matter what. Especially from the NBA, because these players should probably be making even more than what they making right now. The collective bargaining agreement, nigga, they're really getting robbed. These TV deals are out of their asshole. The support and money that they're bringing in internationally as well. What? These niggas are $1 trillion corporations. Why you think these niggas is just buying and selling franchises like it's nothing? They buying football. These owners are not only own the football franchise, they own a basketball, they own a hockey, they own motherfucking softball, like all this shit, bro. These niggas got money. They got everlasting money. They just giving these players kibbles and bits. And they saying, we need you to jump this high. We need you to run this fast. Oh, wait a minute. You're not playing tonight, buddy. Nope. Say you got ankle soreness. Say you got a non-COVID illness. It's just weird shit. Load management? Why would you load manage anything? What are you load managing? What are you protecting right now? That's what I want to know. What are you protecting? I'm protecting my investment. You mean the investment that's really not an investment because you might trade that player next year for somebody else? It doesn't even make sense. Your team is boo-boo, so why is players load management if you have a boo-boo team? If your team only got 10 wins on the season, why is niggas sitting out? I have to protect my investment. What investment? Nigga, they're losing every game. That's not nothing to invest in. Well, you know what? That franchise, it's these teams. See, you have to pay attention to the business part of this shit. The business part of this shit, you have to play it like the stock market. Stocks are more valuable when they're on their way down. If a stock is dropping, way more valuable. That's when you hop on it, because guess what? It has nowhere to go but right back up. So from down to up. So if these teams are garbage, that's when they start. That's when the sale of a lot of these teams are selling their franchise. They're like, ooh, they seen the Lakers. They like, the Lakers really is trash, even though they look like they might be good because they number 5th in the West and all of this and that. But really, we got to sell. See, Jeannie busted them say, nigga, we need to sell right now before they get good. Like, you know what I'm saying? We need to sell right now because we got to get what we can get because we're losing. It's trending downward. So what? This is what they're going to do. They sell while it's going down. How much you want to bet the Bus family is not done owning a basketball franchise? Watch. They already bought stock in the Lakers. So they already got stock. They're stakeholders in these franchises, bro. Nigga, this is all a money game, bro. These players are really being robbed out of their assholes. Let's just be honest. Oh, he got a $300 million contract. But he owns you. You have to do and abide by what they tell you to do. Back in the day, you just got a little bit of bread, but guess what? It was like, man, them players had a way. They can play in every game. There was nobody telling them to sit out unless you had a real injury. And they even played through them real injuries. And they came out fine. They competed like heck because they loved the game. Now everything is about the bread, bruh. Period. These niggas is on a plantation. What is Giannis doing? Has anybody seen Giannis lately? He all hella happy. He tweeting now. He's saying all this weird shit on Twitter. Giannis, bro, you been bought and paid for, bro. They own you. I knew you wasn't getting traded. This is all for media play. People need to understand how the media really works about here. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is all for media play. People need to really understand this. This is the business, bro. This is what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? Just don't be surprised, bro, if nothing happens to Kawhi Leonard and Steve Ballmer. Because why would they even allow Steve Ballmer to make any kind of deal or to be an owner if he's out here a faulty business person? They've been doing these business deals and shit with these, you know what I'm saying, companies on the side, bro, that's actually partnered with the NBA. So it really looks bad on the NBA as a whole. If you take one of your own people out, you got to gut the whole thing. If they take two owners out of one franchise and say both of your owners are faulty, what does that say about you guys? Because you guys know all of the transactions that's being made because you're in partnership with these people. It's nothing confidential. That's why Kawhi Leonard say we been knew all this shit was coming. We already knew. He said it in a motherfucking press conference. Kawhi Leonard was telling you that this shit was phony from the beginning. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's all I be trying to tell y'all. Don't listen to some of these niggas who come on YouTube, bro, and just be saying and come up with these wild reports and allegations and all of this shit. Don't believe mainstream. Don't believe it. Only believe what happens. When you see shit that happens, and actually, if it's on TV, you really can't even believe that. Think about this shit, bro. Think about this shit. Y'all really believe Jeffrey Epstein nigga hung himself, bro? He hung himself, but then they got Giselle, his girlfriend. What? Jeffrey Epstein nigga is somewhere else right now. That nigga didn't hang himself. Can we get photos? Cause these motherfucking prisons nigga got high tech camera shit going on. Right. Can we see a video? Allegedly, they always say, oh, this motherfucker killed this. Can we see it? I want to see it. He offed himself. Why would he off himself? You probably paid the nigga to just get ghosts. That's what they do. They pay motherfuckers to get ghosts. They say they died, a car accident. You know what I'm saying? He was sick. He died in his home. Like, what? Yeah, let me see. I need to see. I can't believe what you just put on TV. CNN and all that. Y'all got hours, nigga. Y'all been got the news. Y'all got hours to get a story up and get a camera crew and all that and a script ready, nigga, to deliver the motherfucking info. I don't believe it. You're not fooling me. So for y'all niggas to, like, you know what I'm saying, believe all of this Kawhi Leonard, if it happens, it happens. But if that happens, nigga, the NBA is on its way. Nigga, it's a volcano that's about to erupt. Is this the way that the NBA needs to be repaired and rebuild itself? Because if you do that to Steve Ballmer got more money than the NBA. Do you know all of the secret shit that he probably know, nigga, and his people, his connections behind the scenes? That nigga, it means the league is over with. 1, 2, 3 Cancun, nigga. That's the type of shit that's about to happen. That mean, nigga, motherfucking Woody from Toy Story, his old fruit bucket ass, it's time for him to go. That mean he up out of there. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is, though, man. But salute to all my people. I gotta get ready to go to my son game. I appreciate everybody for rocking with me, man. I know it's been a long time, but you know what I'm saying? Just be patient. You feel me? I pop in every now and then. You know what I'm talking about? But I hope everybody have a blessed day. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy your fam. Good food, good health, man. You know what I'm saying? Good energy, good vibes, good spirits. You feel me? Keep God first. First and foremost, you know what I'm saying? Keep God first. It's a lot of wicked shit going on out here. But Keep God at the center of everything you do. Give him all the glory. I promise you, you'll see him start to move in your life in ways that's unimaginable. Trust me when I tell you this. But salute to all my people. You already know what it is, man. Love, live, life, smile, cry, laugh, man. We gone. Like, share, subscribe, y'all.